Working out how the universe gradually lit up as the earlier stars formed, following the Big Bang, is a difficult business. You have to listen into the faintest radio waves from the far reaches of space. By detecting radio waves rather than light, we can study how the universe exploded into being. That's why scientists are developing the most powerful radio telescope ever built, the Square Kilometre Array, or SKA.
SKA is an incredible step up in our capabilities to look into the universe, to look into the past of the universe. It's a telescope which is 50 times bigger than anything we've ever built before, but because of the technology it has, it's 10,000 times the capabilities to collect information on the universe.
If you were beaming a television broadcast from a star billions of kilometres away, the SKA would be able to pick up a signal here on Earth. And it's this level of sensitivity that's electrifying astronomers across the globe.
The SKA would be, in my mind and in many others' minds, one of the most exciting and ambitious projects in the world, both in terms of scientific and engineering.
That's because we're not talking about one antenna, like here at New Norcia in Western Australia. You need enough radio dishes to cover 200 football pitches to achieve the level of sensitivity scientists want. All will work as one to create a single deep space listening device. The larger the collecting area, the better the data. Therefore, some antennae will span out from Western Australia to the east coast of New Zealand, 3,000 kilometres away.
The signals that we want to detect to see the doorway back into time are very faint. To detect them and study them, we need to go to the quietest, best place on Earth, the place that's like this place here in Australia, which can detect these very, very faint signals.
2 sites have been shortlisted, one here in the outback and another in South Africa. Both are in the southern hemisphere, where the view of the galaxy is best. A decision on the site will be made in 3 years' time.
Well, I think we understand that the reason why we're probably at the forefront of site selection for the SKA is because it is a radio quiet zone. And the reason why it's radio quiet, of course, is because there's very little out there. And I can assure you there is very little out there.
It's so isolated, in a simple word. You know, you're talking about a vast expanse with a very small community around it, the size of the Netherlands. So we're talking properties the size of countries here.
It's hard to imagine that this remote site in the Australian outback could be covered with up to 4,000 satellite dishes by 2020. In mega science terms, the SKA will only be matched in scale by the Large Hadron Collider in Geneva, and it comes with a similarly high price tag.
The €1.5 billion cost for building the SKA will be raised between the 19 countries that are currently participating in the scientific collaboration. Each of those countries has to develop the business case to take to government to invest in this.
The costs don't stop there. The SKA needs a 100 megawatt power station to operate the antennae, with a running cost of $140 million a year. And then there's the data processing.
It will be connected together by the world's fastest broadband network at speeds in excess of 100 terabits per second. That's the equivalent of transferring the US Library of Congress in 1 second. All this data will be brought together and processed by the world's largest supercomputer, a computer capable of doing 1 million operations per second.
If Australia wins the bid, the nearest town, Geraldton, 300 kilometres west of the site, looks set to be the biggest winner.
Studies reveal that the typical return on investment, cost benefit if you will, is a factor of 4. That may not necessarily be simply in contracts for people to build systems for the facility, but in elevating the capacity of both local and global industry.
There is a belief that the SKA will transform Geraldton into a major IT hub if it wins, but hosting the telescope is also about diversifying Western Australia, or WA's, economy beyond mining.
I think it's the sort of iconic project that can help lead the transformation of our state away from just being a quarry to the rest of the world.
We're subject to global commodity prices and we go up and down with those. There's a real opportunity here to add that extra element, and SKA, as being a mega science project, is a global level initiative, and that hopefully will transform part of our economy.
If the only thing that the SKA won us was a Nobel Prize or two, I'd be disappointed.
The SKA may aim to answer fundamental questions about our universe, whether it be dark matter or intelligent life, but it will also provide a whole host of economic benefits for whoever wins the bid in 2012.